I don't know how to start this. If you want a simple Spider-Man guide, this is the video for you. I'm not about to be yapping like the mother niggas be doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just show you things you need to do, things you need to know, and other shit like that. Step one
Sure those are bad guys.
Step one is get your settings right. You know what I'm saying? If your settings aren't right, you're gonna be the EOM agent niggas be complaining about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, step one is get your settings right. If you don't know how to do that, you're just reminded. What you want to do is go to settings, go to controller. You don't have to go to Spider-Man, but yeah, these are my Spider-Man settings. You know what I'm saying? You can save them, you can copy them if you want to. It's up to you. And if you don't already, make sure these three are really important. Make sure you have these three. You know, it's a simple swing. This is how you expand your combos and get out easily. Hold your swing. If you don't have this on,
pretty sure those are bad
you're
guys.
a bot. And yeah, if you don't turn off simple swing, then yeah, you're a bot. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Make sure you have these three. The second step is getting the base mechanics down. You know, I'm not talking about the combos. We'll get to the combos later, but I mean like B hopping. You know what I'm saying? B hopping and whatever the fuck this is called. I don't know what this is called, but yeah. So to do that, you know, so it's pretty simple. I ain't gonna lie. If you don't know how to do it in 2026, you're fried, gang. I ain't gonna lie. But it's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? What it is you jump. Let's say you jump, web swing, cluster, and you just start B hopping. If you don't know how to B hop between 26, then you're a bot. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of games that teach you how to B hop.
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
But yeah, so to do it, you jump, web swing before he does the animation. You cluster and you start B hopping. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know, like that. Oh, well, not like that, like that. You know what I'm saying? And to do whatever the fuck this is, yeah, it's pretty simple. Before you land on the ground, just uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Do what I just taught you, but before you land on the ground, just uppercut. That's simple. Another mechanic I do want to teach you, you know what I'm saying, is to keep your B hop. You know, I don't know what it's called, but you may fall from like tall places like this. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're B hopping and shit. It's this big fat ass nigga. Yeah. If you know, so you might be B hopping, right? And then you do that animation, just web cluster so you can keep your B hop, you know. If you didn't know that. Step is your combos, you know what I'm saying? You really only need a couple combos for real. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that many. You've seen a lot of people on TikTok doing them flashy ass combos and shit. Yeah, they have Allow and Spidey. You really don't need a lot of those combos, you know what I'm saying? But they are cool to add to your bag if you want to add them to your bag. But it's up to you, bro. You really only need a couple combos for real. Holy voice crack, you didn't hear that. But yeah, I'm gonna show you a couple combos that I personally would want people to learn if I was like a support player or something or whatever, so they don't throw my games and shit. Feel me? Yeah.
Oh, you went down pretty hard.
Double KO!
Crack the whip!
Double KO!
Crack the
Double KO!
I have to. I have to.
depth with the combos and shit. Feel me? If you don't want to hear the yap session or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You can skip to this timestamp in this video. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm not gonna yap for that long. It's just simple common sense, bro. Like, not common sense, game sense. It's not fucking rocket science. You know what I'm saying? But
Watch out,
yeah,
they're heading our way.
my best advice for Spider-Man players, if you're trying to learn them, whether you're advanced or whether you're intermediate, beginner, whatever the fuck, bro, like, your best bet, bro, is to learn quick kill combos and displacement combos. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you like in-game examples and elaborate more on that. But yeah, your best bet is to learn displacement combos and quick kill combos. Those will be your best value kills or picks or whatever the fuck you want to call them. But yeah, that'll be your best bet, bro. Step 6 is having game sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's what any character. But yeah, this shit ain't rocket science, my nigga. Like, this shit, like, it's really common sense if you ask me. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over to Editor Void, and he'll explain to you, you know, what to do, what not to do, and give you some in-game examples and shit. Editor Void here. Before we even get into any game sense or any in-game examples, we're gonna tackle 3 topics. The first one is isolated or isolation or ISO, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit, bro. The second point is going from weakest to strongest. And the third point is knowing what to do in certain situations. Oh, one more point I forgot to mention is learn to bait cooldowns, bro. If you bait cooldowns, you win, bro. I promise you. That is gonna be so much easier. I promise. Learn to bait cooldowns. So right here, the C&D is behind the invis, and the invis has tunnel vision right now. You know what I'm saying? So I peeped that, and this is what I mean by displacement combos. Watch how I fire her shit.
Don't let them blow.
So this exact moment right here tackles point 4. It shows you what to do in certain situations. This situation, I saw that C&D was behind the invis. So if I did a displacement combo and got her out of her team or out of the team fight or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, I would have got the easy pick. You know what I'm saying? And the only cooldown that she could have used to stop me from killing her right here is her fucking free shit, but she didn't do it, and that's what caused her to die right there. Okay, so right here, I hear an invis, and I start swinging and everything because I hear that she's near me. Right here, I find her little stupid ass, and as you can see in the top right, 2 of her teammates are dead. You know what I'm saying? She's away from her team. My team is fighting the rest of her team. So yeah, right here, I'm gonna fry her shit.
The symbiote Spiderman.
This hits one of our other points, which was isolation. I saw that the invis was by herself, and I chose to fry her shit. You know what I'm saying? She was by herself. Her team was dead, and free pick. You know what I'm saying?
Totally serious. Keep going.
All right, so right here, what's going through my head was I'm already knowing Loki finna use his fucking totems, so best thing to counter that with is a yo-yo. So in this clip right here, there's 2 broken support characters, right? And this tackles one of our points, go for the weakest one. You know what I'm saying? So the weakest one in this search situation is Luna. So I fry her shit.
Perfect precision. Gotta get free.
So right here, in this certain moment, we've been fighting for a while. They capped first point, you know what I'm saying? Nobody on their team popped ult, so I'm already knowing that the supports, or one of the supports, at least have ult. So I'm gonna use my ult to bait their ults, and that's what leads us into our point about baiting cooldowns.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
I'm ready to put on a show.
So fortunately, I got both their ults to pop. I can't really do anything in a certain situation, so I just choose to let my team 5v6. Well, my teammate's dead, so 3v6, 3v5, whatever the fuck this team fight was, and I just chose to do something later because I can't do anything right now. So I just chose to retreat so I don't get staggered.
Dark child! Round and pound! Hit my step.
There's still a chance to stop them!
Luckily enough, that white fox is, I don't know what she's doing, but she went into wherever the fuck she was going. And that left Luna by herself, and her ult was gone. My team lived, so everything went out in my favor. So, yeah, Luna's by herself. I'm gonna fry her shit.
I'm coming! Better stop that diesel! What am I? Invisible?
So right here, Jeff is by himself. He doesn't have any other healers to support him. So I chose to dove him. And low-key, this is kind of a bad dive, but, you know, it's not risk at all, because here's the thing about Spider-Man. Even if you do kill support and you die, that's still value, because you're going to be there before anyone else gets there. You are literally the fastest character in the game. You know what I'm saying? So use that to your advantage, my nigga.
Watch your whiskers, Tippy Toe. There's a sniper.
My friends are here!
Feeling good.
So right here, I die, obviously. Well-deserved death, you know what I'm saying? It was a terrible dive, dove while their team was still regrouping, whatever the fuck. I don't really care, you know what I'm saying? But I still got a support player out, you know what I'm saying? The best trade you can get as a dive player is a support, you know what I'm saying? If you die and still kill support, that's still value, you feel what I'm saying? And as Spider-Man, I'm going to get back to the fight way before Jeff does, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's still value. That is the end of the guide. I hope you learned something from this shit, because I'm not really good at teaching things. I try to make it as simple as possible, because I know how it was for me when I was trying to learn shit, doing, you know what I'm saying, watching Spidey guys and shit. Niggas was making it overly complicated and just spouting a whole bunch of bullshit. If you did learn something from this, leave a like, please subscribe. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't use my voice in videos like this, so yeah, yeah, bye.